What was sexy 10 years ago but isn't now? My hairline, damn 10 years makes a difference. Lot of people in this thread finding out they're older than they think they are today. I feel like women's casual wear in general is always sexier than it was 10 years ago, and it's starting to make me feel old. I imagine when I'm old I'm going to comment on some lady's outfit being really revealing and my grandkids are going to roll their eyes and say something like, "You're so old-fashioned, Grandpa, her asshole isn't even open." Just imagine how you'll be about technology. Come on, Grandpa. Just upload a copy of your consciousness onto Truver so we can hang out in the virtual world. No. What if the people from 4chan get a hold of my brain and start sharing my memories? That's not how it works, Zoomer. Your memories aren't even uploaded in the scan. I don't wanna. I saw a movie like this, The Matrix. They took your brain as a battery for their technology. Grandpa, that movie is 60 years old. It got nothing right about the future. True story, the original idea was to use our brains as processors, but they thought most people wouldn't understand that, so they changed it to batteries. Makes a hell of a lot more sense actually. Yeah, considering that the human body operates at a net energy loss, it makes no sense as a battery. The processing power of billions of networked human brains on the other hand. Using the word sexy in marketing digital teams to describe sleek interfaces or products. July 18, 2006. Justin Timberlake began promising to bring sexy back and has been relentless in its pursuit ever since. I am unsure about his success rate as I look around and things appear status quo. Edit, WTF is the undeceased award? He did already, his era of sexiness just died down? But still remember, JT gave you his dick in a box, is down to three-way with another dude, and will give your mom the best Mother's Day night ever. JT doing comedy is at his sexiest. 10 years ago is not 2000, it's 2010 years all. Duck, I totally forgot. Hey, it's the 20s. Time to bring back depression and communist revolution. It's also time for an epidemic. We are right on schedule. Searching boobs on Google Images. Literally just got the new Kindle. First thing I did was search boobs on the experimental browser. 1010 boobies in black and white. So no Asian or Hispanic boobs? Yeah, but you gotta search gray for Asian and gray Hispanic. Skinny eyebrows. The hair bump poof for girls made popular by Jersey Shore. I always thought it looked trashy, but it seemed like everyone did it. That and too much bronzer. Oh my Christ, the bump it. I remember at the time thinking it was so stupid. I was in middle school during this fad. One of my friends told me they wanted to do my hair for the school dance and I was hype, until all she did was bump my hair and I had to pretend I liked it. I had a friend do my hair before our band concert in middle school. All she did was put mousse in it and scrunch it like she did with her gorgeous curly hair all the time. Except on me it just looked stringy, flat and wet. I had to perform like that. My mom was furious. The mousse scrunch that had straight-haired people telling people they had wavy or super crazy hair was probably my favorite hair era. Why are half the things mentioned on here from the early 2000s when 10 years ago was 2010? Once you turn like 30, when you hear 10 years ago your brain goes to high school. Even though that was much longer ago. 1 TB of data storage. But what about 1 TB of M storage? Plucking your eyebrows thinner than a badger snatcher. Now it's gotta be full on 2 slugs fighting for dominance. Totally stealing thinner than a badger snatcher. We've a saying in Scotland when we're hungover, which is a lot, of rougher than a badger's tadger. Tadger meaning penis in the local vernacular. Tila tequila. Ah yes, that's how I learned about bisexuality. When I was in high school there was one year where every girl at my school suddenly started wearing a feather in their hair. Did anyone else experience this, or was my high school weird? Okay, this might be a little more than 10 years ago, but women's thongs riding up. I remember in middle school I used to watch those butts like the playoffs. Edit, thank you kind stranger for the Reddit gold. Smile. Whale tales. There ain't no whale, so we tell tall tales and sing our whaling tune. We're sailors on the moon. We carry a harpoon. And there ain't no whale, so we tell tall tales and sing our whalin' tune. I don't see your fungineering degree. Lindsay Lohan. I think you've got to go back a bit more than 10 years for that one. Mean Girls was 16 years ago, so 16. Apple bottom jeans. The ones without any back pockets. Every NHS would wear these. Just realized I was about to list something from the 90s. How did I get so old? FML. How did I get so old? Beats the alternative, doesn't it? How did I get so young? Damn it, Benjamin Button. Stay out of this. Fake tan? I think every time I go out, not so often, but anyways, I seem to see less and less orange ladies. Nah. Fake tan is still a thing, but the formulas and technology have become better at replicating the look of a real tan for not very much money. Can confirm. My colleagues love getting spray tanned and they do it often. It's definitely crazy how natural they look now. 18-year-olds, I just like people my own age. It kinda sucks living in a college town and having aged from there are sexy people everywhere to these stupid drunk kids need to learn to cross the road before they get killed. I swear college kids' IQ drops 50 points the second they have to cross the road. Then they turn into galloping deer that choose the absolute worst time to cross. And it's always either a dead sprint or the hit me at walk too. Edit, y'all assume I mean at crosswalks. College kids don't use crosswalks. I understand an hit me attitude when you're in the right, though. And it's always either a dead sprint or the hit me at walk too. To be fair, vacillating between panic and wanting to die is pretty much the college experience. Concealer lips, orange foundation, and a heavy-handed black eyeliner look. Well, England must be decades behind. I was in Blackpool a few weeks ago. Serious time capsule there fashion-wise. Wearing fitted tap-out and Hot Topic type clothes with all those skulls, flames and swords. This might just be a middle school thing, specifically that one chubby kid who hates his stepdad. You just described me in middle school perfectly. 10 years ago was when the Jersey Shore was big. I would say a ton of things from that, like the fashion, hair, GTL, and the fist pump. I remember seeing so much Ed Hardy around when that show was popular. Edit, pump not bump. My bad. Ed Hardy. This seems to have evolved into rhinestone-encrusted jeans for dudes. Disco Stew doesn't advertise. Kevin Spacey. Tramp stamps. Now that they've had 10 years to age, they not so sexy. I think that today's equivalent is the underboob chandelier. I'm glad I now have a name for it. Just posted this to nostalgia, but keyboard phones. I remember being able to swipe my entire keyboard across my phone and typing away, making it look cool like I was in the Matrix or something. Not anymore. Those extremely low-rise jeans that dads would ask their daughters, "Why are you wearing this? That's too low for school." And the daughters say, "But it's the style." Remember? When the skirts were low-rise and mini. Basically a 4-belt. TiVo. It was amazing that you could record 45 hours of HD content directly to a hard drive in your living room. Their stock price hit over $50 a share. Now streaming has replaced local storage and 45 hours of content seems laughably small. That's not even enough for one good show. And after being acquired in 2016, the combined company is worth less than $8 per share. Low-rise jeans. And just when I came to really appreciate them, bam, women all jumped to high-waisted jeans out of nowhere.